Right, yo, take some medication, Jamie. You're hungry as well. Or get some food. Why are you start talking in chat when you could be eating? Wait, you're not even home yet? Oh shit, I thought you were home. What's that face for? I'm sorry, last time I checked, I wasn't your keeper. How am I meant to know when you're home? Alright, let's fill up the beautiful Scanian Raven. See how much this is going to cost us. Probably not going to cost us too much, to be fair. We do have a lot less literage. I don't know. A literage is not a word. Do not quote me on that. Actually, we only have like 400 liters less. That's actually not much less. 400 liters less is actually, I mean, probably about 500 liters less. I think we have like 1,000 liters in our truck, which is about 500 less. That's not bad. No, gas does not cost that much. I mean, for how much we use, yes, we have a lot of liters. But like £1,700 for like, okay, actually, let's so if we were to say gas price, okay, so say if we use the gas price in the UK, runner, fucking hell, probably should good idea. Diesel price UK per liter. So if we do the UK per liter price comparison right now, so current fuel price for 165p. So £1.65 is the current price for diesel in the UK. It looks like. Okay, no, £1.70 we'll say. So if we say £1.70 for gas, for like petrol, for diesel, and we times that by 1,000 liters, we're paying 1,700 for a full tank. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great. It's fucking shit to what it used to be. I mean, like, in 2020, the price for diesel in 2020, sorry, in 2000, when this decides to give me my to load all the graphs in. Come on, give me all my graphs. Wait, oh, there we go. It was 83, so it's gone up by nearly £1 in 23 years. I mean, we've actually gone down. 2022 was worse than it is this year, so price will hopefully keep going down again, but still, that's the price of stuff right now, which is pretty expensive. And by expensive, I mean fucking annoying. But what you gonna do? But yeah, so that's so realistically, yes, for the economy of the game, it's expensive in terms of like how many trucks you end up have to fuel and stuff like that. It can be a pain, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that bad if you take high-paying jobs and you play right. But now that I think about it, I need to check drivers. I need to make sure they haven't leveled up anywhere stupid. You need to level up, Nathan. Stop sucking. You guys are leveling up slower than I want to level up. What, 159... Wait, 159 what? Cents or dollars? Because I'm 90% sure you ain't paying $160 for a liter of fuel. I'm assuming that's cents. But at the same time, I don't know with you, so... Probably clarify that is cents, Jamie. But assuming that's $1.60, your fuel is cheaper than in the UK. For diesel. If that's diesel price. Obviously, petrol's cheaper in the UK anyway. Petrol's like £1.70 to the £1.60 to the £1.870. So least I think it was. I can't remember. I'm not tabbing out and looking at the graph again. It's too much effort. I'm in the game. I'm enjoying my drive to Poland. Oh yeah, how long do we need a break? So we've got 8 hours, 43 minutes to the break. Let's prep a break. So break will be probably just before Warsaw. Yeah, literally just before Warsaw. If I do this right, I can rest in Warsaw. Diesel is £1.40. There. Still cheaper than the UK then. But, well, what are you going to do? I don't drive, so it's not really a problem. The only driving I do is in video games. Because let's be honest, who'd let me on the road? No one. But actually, my little sister drives, which is really, really cool. My little sister has just got herself a car. Her friend, her really good friend, just gave her one. I think she bought it off her. I can't remember. She didn't actually give me the specifics, and I didn't ask. But yeah, she got a new car, and she's gonna pass her driving test soon, so she'll have a nice little car to drive, which is gonna be really nice for her. Independence, something I really wish I'd done at her age, but I didn't. I chose getting a new PC, and I don't regret it. PCs are the best. I love the fact that I bought a PC instead of a computer back then, but in hindsight, lack of freedom's a bit of a bitch. But I'll get my driving license soon. And right, Willow. Okay, Bob has told me about you before. He has told me about you before. I'm gonna say I remember because I remember motorcycles now. Now I remember. It's so weird that the randomest thing will actually click my memory and be like, yeah, I remember that. I apologize that it took me so long to remember. My memory is garbage. Also, game, why are you taking me on all the back? Please tell me we're going through Poland on the main big road. Okay, it looks like we are. Because the small Poland roads are absolute shite. We don't really want to go on those. I do wish the Polish roads were a little faster, though. But what are you going to do? Okay, he's turning left too, so that's fine. I swear the AI drivers slow way more down than I do. I just overshoot all my turns. I'm an absolute shit driver. Please tell me this is going to go... You know what? Poland, do me a favor. For your highway, do 56 miles an hour. I know you can do it. You do 50? Well, I guess if that's the best you can offer, I'll take 50. Just going to quickly dart across there so, you know, you're not getting in his way or anyone else's. Alright, so what truck you driving? I'm going to say an Iveco. Fuck! I suck at trucks, man. I'm a fake trucker. I'm a fake trucker, guys. It's been seen. I'm a fake trucker. I'm speeding. Okay, that's a man. Yeah, it's the exact same fucking truck as the one behind. Literally down to the color as well. I don't know why I'm speeding. I'm gonna get such a fucking big fine if I'm caught. But I'd very much like to rest in Warsaw. I have never used a MAN truck. Oh no, I have. Sorry, I've never bought a MAN truck and used it as my personal truck. I've always I've used them in obviously, what's it called? I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down before a copper rides up on my ass and's like, hello, dickhead, you're going way over the limit. Because that ruins the simulation. This is a career mode with, like, fines and fatigue, and I'm playing it to be a simulator, not just to have fun. Fun's in the simulation, damn it! Now, the reason I don't turn off the fining in that is because I play this game like a tycoon. I play this like a management. I play to make, like, a business and, like, have the, like... If I crash, that's my fault, and I should be punished for it. Sometimes the game doesn't realize when it's my fault and doesn't fine me, which is, you know, I'm arguing that one. That's fine. But like, yeah, I like the fines. I don't like it when people like do let's plays in this game and don't have the fining fatigue on. I'm like, If you just want to play, if you're just doing that, it's like just boring. Like, like if you're doing a career, you can put Fine and Fatigue on. Makes it way more fun. And I just made you remember something. All right, what did I make you remember? Color me intrigued. I also don't think we've hit the Polish border yet, so we've still got a little bit of time before we hit that. I think. Yeah, we haven't even got to Berlin yet, so yeah, we've got a little bit of time for the Polish border. Ooh, okay, you know what? I want to know what's pulling. I want to know what's pulling these Volvos. I'm gonna need to speed because that. Okay, that's a Renault. I can guarantee that's a Renault. Yeah, it's a Renault. I was right. Okay, slow down again. Oh, the Scania retarder is so good. It slows you down so well, but doesn't make you lose control. It's fucking perfect. I don't know how anyone could use a keyboard to play this game. Like, holy shit. I remember Leosaur, who used to be part of Yodcast, tried to use a fucking keyboard to play this, and it was honestly hilarious. Watching, like, someone who's obviously probably not, like, big into, like, not the most into these games, try and use a fucking keyboard to play is hilarious. Holy shit, we've been going for 3.5 hours? Fucking hell. Playing this game, time just disappears. Like, Euro Truck is an absolute sink of time. It just, time enters one side, and the other side enters loss of time. Exits loss of time. Like, you just lose 6 hours of your life. I mean, I'm not complaining, but so there's this virtual thing. There's this thing you can do basically. You make a virtual company over an app where you can actually download a mini extension to dispatch jobs for your workers or players. They don't earn you revenue in game, but they earn money for your virtual company. It's basically a simulation of a truck company. Huh. Fair enough. Might have to look into that. It sounds fun. It sounds really random, but it also sounds pretty fun. Move over as well. No reason to be over that lane if we don't need to be. So, should be coming into Poland in a moment. At the very least, I believe we should. Yeah. Poznań is Polish, I believe. I'm not the best at remembering this because, after all, I play Europa. If you play Europa, technically it's all mine. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding. The game's like, don't go that way. Yeah, the game is, that would add so much time. Shit. Ah, bollocks. Shit. If I was to say go this way, that adds an extra 4 fucking hours. Right. That's a problem. What about this way? That adds 3 hours and 100 miles. Well, we ain't got a bloody choice, so... That is a really, really annoying detour. Right, so we're going to need to get rid of that because we're not going to be resting in Warsaw now. That's going to make this job a lot harder. And we need to really, really buckle down now and focus. A little bit of speeding is unfortunately going to be something we're going to need to do now. So how long we've got? 6 hours until we rest. Need to rest. So we need to We need to smash out getting to the point, and then we need to figure out from there how far we can go. Yeah, even if we were to come back, the diversion would still be there, so we would not be able to get onto that road. But right now, we just need to deal with the consequences of not being allowed into Poland, and drive as fast as we can to try and make up for the lost time. I mean, realistically, we are losing quite a bit of time. There's no point. I was going to see if there was any reason to come off this. No. There we go. Beautiful. Are you coming in, coach? No. Perfect. I must admit, bit worried that that happened. That's not what I wanted. Honestly, the complete opposite of what I wanted. Right, let's try and push as fast as we can. So we should now be on the way into Poland. It's amusing to me that you were about to sleep because of your headache, mainly why you took the meds, and now it's 1 a.m. and you don't feel like sleeping. Yeah, that's pretty much life, mate. That's exactly how it goes. Especially if you're watching a stream, you can get hooked on a stream as well and just be like, shit, I've missed so many hours. Also, we are going to get hell of fine if we get caught. We need to be really careful. But at the same time, I'm also trying to make sure we make up the time for the job that we, well. Okay, yeah. Scania is definitely the best retarder in the business. The fact that when we did that in the DAF, it nearly flipping sent us into a wall. We're definitely doing great. Oh no, we're still not on the, we're nearly on the way to Poland. It's fine. We are going to do 1,500 miles, though, at least. It's weird to think that you're only an hour ahead. Like, time zones are so stupid in Europe. Like, they don't, like, I don't understand why Lisbon and that are going to be the same as, okay, whatever. You actually going to start doing ECS tomorrow? Brand new account, whatever, recruitment like yourself? Yeah, time zones just, I agree. But yeah, do it, dude. Have some fun. Make yourself a good old company. Challenge yourself to use a truck you've never used before, then find out that truck is, as much as you enjoy it, doesn't have the same progression as the other trucks, and then get rid of it and get a Scania. Essentially, do what I do. Best way to play. Yeah, do an Iveco. Do an Iveco and let me know how it goes. It will be hilarious. And then I don't have to go through the pain. See, the thing is, I know some people who will play this game and like Ivecos. I just don't get them. I don't understand. They are also very ugly. That is also very true. Okay, we're finally crossing into the Polish, across the Polish border. I mean, admittedly, nothing can beat the look of a fucking Scania, but... Okay, it's 9 o'clock, so we'll just go day running lights. Perfect. As soon as we hit the next checkpoint, we'll start planning about where we want to brake. Because obviously, until we get there, we don't really know. Please don't slow me down going through here, game. I know you want to, and I know you're going to, but don't. Fuck you, I knew it. Piece of shit. Actually, I just realized being on this side's actually the correct side. Oh, I want my brake. What am I doing? Slamming the indicators there when I was trying to slam my brake. You'd have brake checked me. Okay, you know what? Seeing as we're here, we'll go grab those. I mean, while we're here, we may as well at least make use of it and actually grab the stuff that's here. Oh, the additional lights on the truck. I think you press F4. Not sure how it's an additional menu, similar to the mirrors. Oh, no. My front lights. They're beacons. I didn't realize they were beacons. Oh, fuck. Oops. Just, I didn't bonk a civilian, I bonked 2 of them. In all fairness, I was too busy looking at my beautiful truck. The beauty of my truck has that effect on people. They see a beautiful truck, and you know what? They end up running into people because my truck is so beautiful and theirs isn't. Like he had a shitty, ugly yellow Mini. I have a beautiful Raven Scania. Honestly, we're not the same. They're shit and I'm better. No, you bonked the civilian. Oh, okay, fair enough. I guess technically we can ignore the fact that I was responsible for the first bonking and therefore responsible for both bonkings. But yeah, we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that, I agree. I mean, technically, I didn't get fined for the second bonking, so therefore I must not have done it. That is, you know what? That is exactly what my lawyer will be saying when it comes to the insurance claims. Through we go. I mean, to be fair, they should have to pay all of the fine. Technically, they should be grateful that I bonked them with such a beautiful Scania. I mean, that's all I'm saying, is they should be grateful. And whole week off from the electric bus. What do you mean? Whole week off from the electric business. Oh, you work for an... Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Settlement analysis. That sounds... Yeah, I have no fucking clue what that is. I'm basic. Like, honestly, I have no clue what that is, but fair enough. Now, as long as you enjoy yourself, that's what matters. Right, no more bonking of civilians on this trip. Okay, so if I take this off now... Okay, yeah, it fixes the drive. Right, so we've got... I need to figure out how much we've got left until break. 4 hours, 33 minutes. So, can we get to here? We can fucking try. Analysis of electrical usage for businesses and domestic on domestic accounts based on the Aston. Alright, fair enough. That sounds like a lot of effort, I'll be honest. Sounds like, yeah, doesn't sound complicated, it just sounds like a lot of effort. But then again, every job sounds like a lot of effort to me. So. Rather monotone and mentally exhausting. To be fair, that does sound like the type of job that would be monotone and mentally exhausting. Fair. I mean, to be fair, like, this is going to sound weird. Like, again, I know streaming isn't my job, but I do want... I mean, if it ever did become my job, I'd be grateful. But, like, streaming really isn't the easiest job either, which is really interesting to find. Like, I know there are a lot of people, like, a lot of streamers who are, like, low-level streamers, like, oh my god, streaming is so hard. And when you're, like, really small, it's really not. Like, this is not hard for me. I'm just sat playing a video game talking shit. But once you start getting really big, you start having responsibilities that a lot of people don't realize, like, especially with Twitch partnerships. Like, there are, like, hour requirements for streaming. Like, there's, like... I don't know the most, because obviously the two or three people I do know, obviously they can't share too much, but, like... The amount of, like, specifics of their contracts that are, like, really weird. Like, you must stream for, like, 200 hours through that month. I think that's like some of the heaviest ones. Like, you must stream for 100 hours in this month, minimum. You must like stream on this many days, minimum. Like, it's one of those things where like it's very set boundaries. When you start getting big, because you have to maintain quality and quantity. Exactly. Like, the thing is, you can't even sacrifice quality for the quantity for the quality, because the quantity is required in your contract. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's... I don't know. I know the one thing I do know is there's no viewer requirements. That's one thing I have seen. There hasn't been. There's no viewer requirements. But there is the bit that you don't have the ability to stream on any other service ever. I think Twitch is now being a little bit more open with that, but I know that you still cannot stream on YouTube, obviously, their main competitor. You can upload your videos to YouTube still, which is obviously great, but like, there's so many requirements, which is just really interesting to think of. I also think that they had, at one point, I believe they had like ads per minute requirement, ads per hour requirement, but I think that was, I think they got rid of that because it just wasn't working. I don't think it made sense, but I know that there is a hour streamed and a day streamed requirement per contracts, which is, I mean, hey, if it's your job and you're being told to stream 10 days minimum every month out of a 30-day month, you're only being told to work a third of the month. Admittedly, that's a minimum, and I'm pretty sure the hour is more important, but like, imagine being told you must stream, say if there's like, so let's do some maths so I can actually make sure I can see how well my logic is. So say if we say there's 24 hours, let's use a 30-day, just a random 30-day month. Obviously, we times that by the amount of hours in those days. We'll times that. So we'll take 10 hours off. So say you've got 10 hours to sleep and then eat. So say if you've got 14 hours every day and there's 30 days, you know, in that month, that's 420 hours. Say if you have to stream for half of that, at minimum, like you have to stream minimum of 200 hours, like, that's a lot of hours. Like, that's literally a full-time job. That's 40 hours. All right, fuck you. Yes, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Copper. That's 40 hours every week. That's 60 hours, near enough, every week. That's 50 hours every week. That's a lot of hours. That's more than like some full-time jobs. And you have to maintain the quality, the quantity. You have to ensure that you're, you know, kind of building your audience the correct way still, so you continue to maintain growth. Streaming is such a complicated art, and there's also the whole thing of like, you know, being a streamer, you are classed as self-employed, which means, especially in the UK, I've definitely seen a lot of this issue. If you try to like get a house or try to, you know, if you're like making loads and loads of money, even if you're able to buy a house, like say if you've saved up enough like over the years, like say if you've been streaming for 5 years, you've got a contract for 3 of those, you've hit all of your contract goals over those years, you've streamed 50 hours a week minimum, you know, you've put in all the effort, done some extracurriculars, done like, you know, and by extra I mean like done some extra stuff to kind of like boost your rating, you know, continue to do like be chummy with other streamers, you know, putting all that time and effort in. And say if you've got like say you've saved up somehow 300 grand, you know, maybe from sponsorships and shit, and you try to buy a house, like the bank, say if you like, no, say you said had 150 and you needed to buy a house for 300, you know, because it's your dream house or some shit. Putting down the money, like putting down 150 grand, it's still really hard. Even though you show it's like, yeah, I've got 150 grand, here are all of my receipts and income. Like banks in the UK are still very much don't want to deal with. They don't want it. Like the streaming as an income is considered like very, very weak. It's not considered. They don't want to give you a loan for like the mortgage. It's just they just don't. Like I've seen many streamers who are massive streamers, like having 400 to 500 people in every single stream at minimum. And I've seen if like they've said that they still rent in the UK, and it's like they don't have their own house. They've still had to rent because and even then getting rent is really hard. Getting the place to rent's really hard because again, places don't see streaming as like a viable income and viable and continuous income. They just don't. They see it as like this very niche, very kind of like, you know, unsolidified form of income, which in a sense, yes, it is a very unsupported income in a sense because, you know, realistically, 1 month you could make, say if you're like partnered, you know, getting sponsors, 1 month, say you make 20 grand. after taxes, we'll say 20 grand after taxes, and then the next month you get ill, you have a week a month, you make 10 grand. That's gonna look so bad to your like earners, because like to like a loan office or the bank on that, because like, why'd you make 10 grand less? You like made half your income. Like that's a very volatile income. So banks and that just don't want to give you loans. So if you were a streamer and you wanted to buy your own house, you'd either have to have a partner who is able to, has got like a normal job. But say if you and your partner are both in like the entertainment industry and you're in the streaming industry and one of you is a YouTuber, say, it's like still fucked. But but the thing is, dude, yeah, I agree. At 20 grand, I could live off the entire year with that easily. That's not the point. The problem is you don't have the like liquidity in the bank's eyes. Like you don't have the ability to maintain. Your income is so volatile that to them, just because you made a lot of money that month, and say if you have half the money for that house, you could buy a 150 grand house outright. Even though you have the money to buy half the house outright, and all you're asking for is half the money, they still will not give you it because your income is so volatile. Like, you could even say, look, I have a guaranteed of... So you can say, I guarantee that I'll make 10 grand, like 5 grand minimum every month because I have to save sponsorships. So say minimum sponsorships, you make 5 grand. Again, I don't know how sponsorships work. I do, but I don't know how much they get paid on average. I'm just throwing numbers out there. So if anybody's watching, sponsorship-wise, or anyone who's like, thinking that's a lot of money for a sponsorship, it's for the anecdote. It's for the sake of the story. It's not actually a, accurate number. I don't know how much people get paid for sponsorships. I know some get paid, but that's just because I can guess. Given how well I know how much, given how much you can guesstimate they make, you can guess how much they're worth in a sponsorship deal. But say in this instance, you get 5 grand from your mix of sponsorships minimum every month. So that is a guaranteed amount of money you're going to get for the duration of your contract with, say, whatever sponsorship you've got. They're still not going to take that into account as a form of... They're still going to consider that a volatile form of liquidity. So it's really awkward. That's the thing is, in the UK, I'm like specifically referring to the UK, which is why, like, obviously, because that's what affects me. Like, I know in America they don't give a shit. In America, you can buy, like, they will happily sell a house to a streamer. It's money. Money's money. But in the UK, if you want to get a mortgage, it ain't happening. It just ain't. They just won't give you it. I've seen many streamers complain, specifically UK streamers, and one of these was Leo as well. Like, places, like, even, like, they don't want to let you rent if you're paying through streaming. Like, they're very cautious about it because it's like, it's you could be volatile. Like, you could be a very volatile income. So it's just...